Health and wellness advocates, Dr. Leo is here. Now, a debate that is constantly going rounds. Should we drink carbonated water? Should we drink sparkling water? It looks like it's so much sugarific. And what is the difference between these carbonated waters and regular water? I got you. I am here to actually clarify this. Let's see how this goes. Now, if you've not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing. Like the video, share it widely so that other people can get the information that you're getting for free. It's a very interesting channel, and you can join also our live section and our memberships. Just support the channel. Now let's jump into this. Anytime you hear carbonated water, simply know carbonated, CO2, carbon dioxide. So during manufacturing or during the processing, what happens is they infuse carbon dioxide in this water. And realize this, anytime you react water with CO2 or you mix water with carbon dioxide, you're going to form a weak acid. It's called weak carbonic acid. All right. This acid can easily dissociate to release hydrogen ions, which means when you're making this water, you're going to make it slightly acidic because this carbonic acid, now it releases hydrogen ions, and that is an acidic pH. One, in your mouth, you have a pH of about 7, all right, near neutral or neutral pH. In your stomach, you have a pH of about 1.5 to about 3. Should be there about. Very strong acid. So this pH goes on changing, and it goes into more alkalinity as you move into the stomach, into the small intestines for absorption purposes. Okay. Now, so you've mixed water with carbon dioxide. You've formed weak carbonic acid. So that is now carbonated water. All right. Now the pH of this is about 5.5, about 4.5 to 5.5, which is a weak acid. So therefore, this is it going to affect anything in your mouth as such? Is it going to affect anything in your gut? The answer is no, because we understand the saliva pH is at 7. Yes, neutral, near neutral, and the enzymes of this will work optimally at that pH. However, this is a very, very small concentration or slightly acidic composition that cannot affect that, because again, your body reacts to actually bring back the normalcy by producing either more saliva or just trying to neutralize this, because saliva comes in with also bicarbonates to come and neutralize the acid so that you retain the normalcy. So a lot of discussions are going about this, but there's no research that totally confirms that this is a dangerous, that carbonated water or sparkling water is dangerous. So if you enjoy this, well, you can continue doing that. However, I tried the carbonated water, and those a lot of changes or a lot of things that I would notice with my gut, because I realize where I am right now, the gut is very sensitive to anything, and it can easily communicate to you. So this water is not dangerous. If it does work for you, consume it. It's good for you as compared to the normal water. And also, I've seen in the processing companies, what they do is they add in more things. They add in phosphoric acid, they add in the sugars and all that. That is now where the problem comes in, because now it's time for you to start reading the ingredients label. So if there's anything else added into it apart from just being infused with CO2, that tells you that is a no, right? Because why do we need more of it, more of the ingredients in just drinking water? So avoid that, okay? But I want you to understand this. When I tried this, I realized there's more hydration, so I did not need any more water throughout the day. So I stayed so hydrated. There was no fatigue at all. All right, and there was improved digestion when I sat down to eat my meal. So I am not so certain if it was the water that was causing this, or if it was the fasting spree that was actually causing this. But normally, I do one meal a day in the evening. That basically tells you that if I actually experienced improved digestion, that means there's a relationship with that carbonated water. But I've also read some people who have actually done this and they've seen an improved digestion. I've also seen a research that actually says that for you to actually have enough oxygen being delivered to tissues, you need carbon dioxide, and this can actually serve as a very good source of intake of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide helps you to push oxygen deeper into the tissues so that you get the metabolism of the tissues and the muscles being adequate and optimum. So therefore, this can actually come in. But there are misconceptions that always come in relationship to anything that is acidic. One, you'll be told that, you know what, carbonated water can actually cause your dental problems, can actually start decaying your teeth or actually leaching out enamel from your teeth, and you end up having very weak teeth. That is not true, all right? Realize that this is slightly acidic and it can actually be solved so fast. And in any case, how much do you take water? How much times do you take water in a day as compared to how much carbohydrates do you take? So the ideal situation is whatever messes up your system or in your teeth is the carbohydrate consumption that the bacteria in your mouth end up doing or carrying out fermentation processes that yields the acids that now start leaching out enamel in your teeth. But this is not known. Carbonated water and sparkling water are not known to cause dental problems. All right. I've also seen people saying because this water is coming in with slight acids, it can actually exacerbate your ulcers, gastritis, and can cause a reflux. Again, that's not true because remember this that we said as long as you're concentrating the stomach acid, there's no reflux, there is no gastritis, there's no issues with the gut, there's no indigestion and all that. This is just a slight acid goes into the stomach, encounters a very strong acid, and of course, nature has its way that we have to balance the normalcy. So as long as you're leading a healthy life, you're eating clean, this cannot affect or cannot dilute the stomach acid, causing you a reflux. Possibly because it has the bubbles because of the the CO2. Somebody can take it and you end up getting these burping episodes. That is just to clear out the CO2 from the water. That is not a very big call for alarm. So do not be scared of that because this is just a myth. And also, I've seen people saying that carbonated water can actually cause you kidney problems because it can actually cause acidosis. So basically, if you take carbonated water because it's acidic in nature, it will end up lowering the pH of blood. You go into acidosis. Now you destroy your kidneys. Another lie, because realize this. And this also goes to people who say we need to eat alkaline food so that we have an alkaline pH in the blood. I think this is a myth that actually needs to be uh, to be disapproved, or people should do more research of this so that we can actually come out with a healthy discussion about it. Because realize this: in your mouth, you say the pH is neutral. In your gut, in your stomach, the pH is acidic. As you head to the small intestine, the pH becomes basic. So by the time you're eating those alkaline foods that you say, oh, if you eat vegetables or you eat fruits, I'll now alkalize my blood. You're lying to people because the truth is these vegetables and the fruit that you're eating that you call alkaline foods, they will end up getting an acidic pH in the stomach. We will have a different change in their pH already. Before they even get absorbed into the small intestines, they will have encountered a second pH, which is alkaline, for them to be absorbed. And even if they go into the system and cause alkalinity, they basically raise your pH. You have kidneys, functional kidneys, and you have the lungs, and their role is to actually balance the pH. So therefore, it's so hard for you to get into the alkaline nature to prevent yourself from getting diseases because purportedly diseases happen at acidic pH. Well, that has some reasoning there. However, how will you end up getting an acidic pH in blood when already you have functional kidneys? That one of the roles of the kidneys is acid-base balance. So there's no way you'll get into alkalinity or acidity if you have functional kidneys or if you have functional lungs because they also regulate the acidity and basicity of the blood. Okay. So by the time this water is being absorbed into the system, that story of getting into acidosis does not exist. Enjoy your alkaline, enjoy your carbonic water and your sparkling water. Also, the last one, which I've also seen and is absurd, is that this water, because it's coming in with the acids, it can actually leach some calcium from your bones and cause you weak bones. That is not true. The truth is the phosphoric acids, the sugars that are coming in with other processed water, there are carbonated water that are basically rich in these other ingredients that actually destroy your bones. And that is not for the carbonated water. So if carbonated water has just carbon dioxide, good for your consumption. If sparkling water has just CO2, simply check the ingredient label. I understand that some of them lie to you on the ingredient label, but be keen. As you're buying your carbonated water or your sparkling water, simply just check the ingredients. And you can sometimes compare it with those soft drinks that you people drink. You will see some of the carbonated water have actually the same ingredients as what? As the soft drinks that we're consuming that we are actually warning you against. And you realize these companies, the food industries that are actually making this carbonated water are actually playing a game on you. So be very careful and be very cautious as you go and purchase this. I'm not encouraging you to go and purchase it all the time. No, simply you can do it if you want to because it's not a danger to your health at all. But be very careful with the ingredient section. So yes, enjoy your carbonated water or your sparkling water.